guys, welcome to today's video. I know you guys have been itching to find out a little bit more about what's been going on at the cabin, and I spent a couple weeks there on vacation, and it was awesome. So we got lots of things accomplished, and I wanted to tell you all about them. So in this video we're going to start off by showing you all about the new shower stand that we made. So without further delay, let's get started. And here's the finished product of the new shower house. So here, take a look. So one thing that we've got to put in right here is sort of like a little curtain. Okay, but on the outside, got my little cast iron hooks here for towels. Got one on there so you can have a general feel of it. And then got a nice little stone step. I go in. And it's actually a complete privacy fence. I know it looks a little like, you can see, but you can't. You know, 2 feet away you see nothing. Here's a little soap tray. And this is my favorite accessory for the cabin. It's the Ivation USB chargeable shower head. So this is the part here. This is a little motor that goes into the pail. And I haven't got the pail here right now, but that's how it goes. And then you can sort of take this off as needed. So let's just step down and you can see it from this side. And here it is from this side. So for your reference, there's the cabin. And it's at the back, and a complete privacy fence around the shower. Well, people can see your ankles, but that's about it. And no, I'm not going to do a little survival lily demonstration of how it works. You get the picture. It's up on the ground here with these blocks, one on each corner. So that should be just fine. There it is, the camp shower. Bringing the cabin up a notch. So I'm getting ready to smoke some fish, so I was like, I'll just steal the tarp off of this log arch here. And when I pulled it off, see this little thing right here? That is a wasp nest. So there's one at the front there, and they stung me pretty bad. They're pretty aggressive. Got me in the ear and stuff like that. So needless to say, I'm gonna have to deal with this before I take this tarp, or I'll probably just get another tarp. Ugh. Anyway, don't poke a hornet's nest. And that is our ghetto sawmill. Works. The weight on top, with the rock, because it wants to jump off the track. Here's where you can adjust the height. There's like a little screw right here, and you can bring it up about an inch or so each time to adjust the height of the log. Here's a little temporary hut built just to store some wood and stuff. This we haven't finished cutting up yet, but you can see with the homebrew sawmill there, just playing around with some ant-infested deadwood, but you got some nice thick boards here. It works pretty well. Some thinner ones and then a beam right here. That's pretty neat. It worked really well, and there's a few other little boards underneath there. Again, we're going to cut them up more to fit them under this structure. These are actually trusses from the cabin that we had made and were left over. So I thought, well, let's just make a little shelter. We'll probably put some firewood and stuff under here and cut up these boards a little bit. We may actually make like a table just for outdoors, for, you know, a bushcraft table out of the boards, or a bench or two. This is just sort of playing around with the saw, seeing how it worked, and it worked pretty well. You can see the back end's a bit open. We need another sheet of this board here, but it's pretty temporary. Just kind of playing around, making another little structure here. There you go. One thing I've been doing around the cabin is marking off some suitable trees for tapping for maple syrup. So you'll see areas and trees where I've kind of flagged for tapping. So just make it easier to find in the winter. And here we are, we've made a new dock for the cabin, so we're just going to float it into where it belongs. So it's got 4 food grade barrels at the bottom that we got at a salvage shop, and using Sienna pressure treated lumber. And so now we're just going to bring it into where it belongs. And here's the dock in situ. So it's tied to the shore, and there's another little rope out here so that you can kind of haul yourself around to go and sit on the bay. Very exciting. So another crazy little setup. We're going to move the battery around a little bit better. Sort of put it in this little wheelie cooler with a little charger. Leave it open just like a gap in here. There's like some holes just so the battery can vent a bit while it's charging. But as you can see, you can kind of easily pick up this really heavy battery and wheel it back over to the cabin. And then I'll show you where it now plugs in. So as you can see here, here's the plug. This plugs the battery. It's not here right now, but you can see it goes down to these little cables here. Attach this to the battery, and then you can see this goes into the cabin and gets us some power so we can turn our lights on. Now we're inside, and you can see where the power comes in. And well, here we have it hooked up to an inverter to do some charging and stuff like that. So this is just a hookup really for our little charging station for our cell phones, tool batteries, stuff like that, off the 12-volt marine battery. This is a 300 watt eliminator inverter. So just for what we need it for. And then the power also comes in and connects with the rest of the wiring in the cabin to power the lights. And here's the new couch. So this is a faux leather, and it's from IKEA. So pretty cheaply constructed, but works for the cabin. And what I like about it is that it can be wiped off, because it tends to be pretty dusty and dirty around here. And we've got pets, so if they get up on it, it's easier to clean off than a regular couch. But the cool feature of this one, for when we have visitors, is that it opens up into a double bed. So I'm just going to show you that. So you just take off these cushions. So that's alone is pretty much like a single bed. But look in here. So here we've stored some blankets and stuff like that. And then you can just drop all the trim. Anyway. So there you go. There is the bed. So that's pretty handy. People come to visit, and it's kind of a firm mattress, so it's good. And yeah, good purchase. It came in a couple of boxes. Very easy to put together with a couple of people. Probably took less than half an hour. Way better than some other couches that you can buy. I mean, it's not terribly well constructed, but it will do the trick. The windows now have some trim. They have to be painted. I paint the trim white. That's certainly nice not to see all that tape showing. So this side's done too. And the doors got trim as well. Another thing I noticed is I've got lots of choke cherries. So I'm thinking of harvesting some of these to make some jam or jelly. Yummy. I was wondering what I should have for supper tonight, and I thought, hey, I've got some potatoes, so I just harvested a few little new potatoes. Dug a few of them up from a couple of plants, and looks pretty good. And I'm just continuing to pile up some sawdust all around the plants there so that we get more little potatoes. So I'll let the skins dry out in these spuds for a day or so, and then I'll get ready to cook them. Here they are, the potatoes from the field. Did them up with a little bit of olive oil and rosemary and some onions. Gonna have them with some pepperettes and also some maple beans. Guys, this is gonna be good. Well, I'm gonna give them a try. Good little new potatoes. Definitely recommended for the garden. And good news is I've got lots more of the plants on the go there, so I'm just sort of harvesting as I need them. So yeah, very good. So I hope you guys enjoyed the updates from the cabin so far. I'm here on some holidays. I'm here for 2 weeks, so you know, when you guys see this video, you'll get to know the latest and greatest of what's going on at the cabin. As always, guys, have a great week, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you aren't already a subscriber, and thumbs up if you'd like more videos like this. Have a good one.